Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 91.
We got up this morning and got ready to go to the park. We are planning to go to Epcot and take some pictures and video there. One thing in particular we're really excited about trying today. We're here club level still, of course, at Animal Kingdom Lodge, so we get unlimited food. We just didn't stop to take pictures or anything like that. We literally went to the club level lounge, grabbed breakfast, and took it with us on our way out the door because we were trying to get to the park when World Showcase opened at 11 a.m. See, we've been there several times already for Flower and Garden, and we've been trying to get to the cotton candy booth right there in China where they make this amazing cotton candy art that looks like flowers. It's really cool, but they're only there certain days of the week doing it and certain times, and the last couple times we were there, they were either not open or there was an hour and a half wait, and we decided we didn't want to do that. We're just going to make sure we get there when they open, get the cotton candy that way instead of having to wait an hour and a half. Hopefully that plan will work out okay. So as soon as we got in the park, we made a beeline for China and we're some of the first people in line to get one of these cotton candy flowers. Now there's several different options for the flowers, some that are a little bit smaller, some that are a lot bigger. Of course, you're here buying one, go big or go home, right? We got the biggest one available. It was 5 layers. It was absolutely huge, and we saw him make someone else one, and we knew that's the one we absolutely had to have. So we sat there and watched him make it. Of course, we videoed while he made it, and as he's working on making it, we're kind of talking amongst ourselves, like, what are we going to do with this thing? Like, Alyssa can't eat it.
Nope.
I can eat it, but I mean, maybe we should just give it away to someone after we take pictures or something. I don't really know what to do with this thing. I didn't think through the process of, it's 11:30 in the morning, and I have this giant cotton candy flower that I can't really carry around with me. I probably should eat it. And yeah, so realizing that this may have been a mistake, our friend who was with us videoing everything and taking pictures of us said, what if we did a video of you eating the cotton candy? Which sounded awesome at the time until we actually went through and did it, because it's a lot of cotton candy. It is ridiculous.
There's a lot of sugar, a lot of food coloring, and that's a lot any time of the day, let alone 11:30 in the morning. But before he got his video, I wanted a short video because I'm not going to eat the cotton candy, but I had an idea. I went Princess Diaries style with the cotton candy and had some fun with that. But now it's his turn, and we're going to see how quickly he can eat this entire thing of cotton candy. And let me tell you, watching him eat this, as someone who cannot have the cotton candy, it made me sick to my stomach. It was awful. It was entertaining, also awful.
And let me tell you, as someone who ate the cotton candy, that much cotton candy that early in the morning without much real food in your stomach, it made me sick to my stomach as well. It definitely was a little more than I anticipated going into it. But hey, we got the video and you can watch it here. Don't worry, we'll play it back in a time lapse so you don't have to see it in real time. Now in real time, that actually took about 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes for me to eat all of that. It probably should have taken longer. I probably should not have done that. So I do not advise that you do this when you come. If you do get the cotton candy flowers, don't eat them all that fast in one sitting. Just kind of spread it out. Maybe bring a little baggie to put it in or something, because that was not advisable.
Or share it. I mean, it is okay to share food items. That's part of the festival.
Yeah.
But since I couldn't eat it, and neither could our friend, she couldn't have any either, and our other friend was videoing, so he ate it by himself. And let me tell you, that was just a really funny way to start the day, honestly. It kind of kept us going, got us moving. We're like, all right, we're ready. Let's get some more videos done. So we continued going and stopped in the Outpost because we had an idea. Now today is April 1st, also known as April Fool's. We wanted to do an April Fool's joke, not one that would offend anyone or start a rumor mill that something is coming that isn't necessarily going to happen. But at the same time, we wanted to do something fun, and so we had this idea. So we stopped there at the Outpost, which some people do call Africa, because they do have a little booth where you can buy some things that are actually hand carved in Africa. So we stopped there and we put together this video that we thought was hilarious, and most people did too. There were a few that did believe the April Fool's joke, but we tried to make it as obvious as possible. I promise we really did. And so we'll see if you all enjoy this video as much as we did that day.
They have officially announced the first new country to come to World Showcase since 1988 when they opened Norway. So over what, 31 years now since they've opened a new country, and they have been talking about it for years. Everyone's had rumors of like Brazil and everything like that. They finally officially announced the new country coming to World Showcase, and we can show you where it's going to be here. We are over here outside of the what currently is like the Outpost, kind of an African type theme, and they've officially announced this is going to be going away, and they're going to be bringing in
a new country, Wakanda.
So the country of Wakanda in Africa is going to be coming here to World Showcase. Starting next year, they're going to begin construction almost immediately. They said today is the last day, April 1st, that this is going to be open. And then in 1 year, on April 1st, 2020, Wakanda will be opening here at World Showcase in Epcot. We're super excited about that. I think it's going to be really great to kind of be immersed in the Wakandan culture and everything. They've announced some really cool stuff to go with that country and some of the attractions they're going to have, which is really fun.
It is. They're still working on details, they said, so they don't know a lot. But what we do know is they are planning to have a ride that simulates kind of like Flight of Passage, but this time you get to simulate riding on the back of a rhino.
And one of the best things about that ride that we found out is this ride is going to be 100% eco-friendly, because it's going to be powered solely by vibranium, which is being sourced from the country of Wakanda, which is so exciting because Disney's taken a lot of initiative to try to be eco-friendly and take care of the earth. And the fact that they're powering it with vibranium is super cool, and we're really excited to see that.
Creating jobs on both ends, which will be amazing.
Because they're going to be bringing it from Wakanda, and they actually have to work with a very specific government agency, the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Directorate, to bring that over, because it's a controlled substance in America. So they're going to be bringing that here to control the rides and run the rides and things like that. Like we said, it's going to be opening April 1st of 2020. We're super excited about it. And there's one more thing we forgot to mention. They are going to have, if you've seen the Jedi training at Hollywood Studios, they're going to have one just like that for the Dora Milaje, which is like the guard for the royalty in Wakanda. So they're going to have that training, and it's only going to be for girls. So any girls from the age of 2 to 12 are going to be able to enjoy that. But it's only for the girls because it's a female-only guard. So that's, that's the way they're going to hold that here.
So similar to the Jedi training, but this one's for the girls this time. So
it's pretty cool. We've heard that the King of Wakanda might be here for the grand opening himself. So that's going to be really exciting. We're not supposed to be here in 2020. Of course, we're only living here for the year of 2019. But we might come back down here when they open up Wakanda next year, because that's pretty amazing.
And we've also heard there's going to be some kind of theming with cats. We're not sure how they're going to incorporate that with the theme.
Yeah, some kind of big cats. That's all we heard.
But like I said, they're still working on details, so that's all we know right now. Yeah. But we really hope you enjoyed this information, because we were just so excited. We had to share it with you guys. It's April 1. It's the beginning of the second quarter. We're so excited.
Ready to kick this off right.
So yes, we hope you enjoyed that information as much as we did. We cannot wait to see what they're going to do here.
And we'll definitely keep you updated as we find out more.
April Fools!
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoyed that video. All the little details we put in there. It started as just like this little idea, and then kind of grew into all these details we came up with. And I gotta be honest, if Disney ever took the idea and ran with it, I would not be angry.
Nope, not
because
at
it
all.
would be super epic and super awesome. But we had a lot of fun with that. And again, we're just having fun today, taking pictures, getting some video clips. And so we continued going, and we went to one of my favorite places over in France. I came all prepared, and so we did take some really pretty pictures there in France together, and then I had to take some by myself because, again, I am all dressed up for Paris. Then we went and got some chocolate macaroons, because I have been talking up these chocolate macaroons. Our friends want one. I'm not coming to Epcot without getting one. And our friend goes, hey, they kind of look like Mickey ears. And that was like a personal challenge to me. So I made Mickey ears, and we got a fun picture with that too. We were just having a really fun day. And I love when we can take pictures and have fun at the same time, because a lot of times it can be a little stressful when you feel like you have to do something. But we're here to have fun with our friends, make some memories, and also get some pictures that we can then use when we're on a podcast or announcing something on social media.
Now, our plan was to continue back around World Showcase a second time on through Canada, back to Mexico, and just keep going again, taking more pictures and video this time. But then it kind of started sprinkling about the time we got to Mexico. And we were kind of like, well, maybe it'll stop raining. We don't want to take pictures in the rain. So let's stop here in Mexico, go to the quick service, get a couple plates, and just sit down and eat because they have a couple sheltered places there that you can sit and eat. So we got a couple orders of tacos, and we also got a basket of nachos for the 4 of us to share. And they were delicious. One of my favorite quick service locations there. Never disappoints in Epcot. Gotta have the barbacoa. That's my personal favorite there. And it kept raining the whole time we were eating. And we said, well, I guess we're not going to take any more pictures or video today because it's one of those Florida rains that's not the heavy downpour, but just this kind of sprinkling misting that just keeps going and there's no end in sight. So we decided to head back to our resort because we do have some things that we can do there.
On the way out, we did want to do a little shopping, and so we stopped in Mouse Gear, and that's when we found the new Briar Rose Gold collection. They had fanny packs, backpacks, the whole collection was there, and these were really pretty. Yeah. I'm a little tired of seeing pink. I'd love to see some blues or even yellows. I'm really not picky. I would just love to see some other colors besides pink. But they had a new version of pink out now, and so we took some pictures that we could share them. I did really like the Spirit jersey. That was really pretty. I do like that one because it's not all rose gold, it's just the words. So I really enjoyed that. But we didn't stay very long because we are trying to get back. We want to get back for dinner anyway, but we're also trying to make sure it doesn't pour down rain on us just in case that is coming, because you really never know.
Once we got back to the resort, we headed up to the room, and since we're staying in a Disney Vacation Club room, we have a studio. That means we have access to free laundry, which of course for us is a very big deal. The last time we had laundry was in the 1 bedroom that we had over at Grand Floridian a couple weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago now. So it's time for us to do laundry again. This kind of works out perfectly that we have this DVC stay right here because we don't have another one for several more weeks. So we headed downstairs to the 5th floor with a couple loads of laundry, put those in and got started there, and then came back upstairs just in time for dinner to be rolled out.
Now they did have some of the same things they had last night, such as the cheese and the bread. Those are pretty much staples every single night, but they also had some new items, one of which were the meatballs. We really enjoyed those. Robert got quite a few of those. He really liked them.
I know they're basic. They're barbecue meatballs. They're probably supposed to be there for the kids, but I'm a big kid, so that's okay. It's just like with the mealy dogs, the corn dogs they had. Yeah, I had several of those too. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're all kids here.
It's for everyone. It's okay. They also had basically enough for an army, these ham and cheese rolls, and it was literally just roll after roll of ham and cheese roll. It was hilarious. They also had several different types of hummus, which were really good, especially with all the breads that they had. They also had olives, and they had this amazing salad. It was a strawberry, almond, and goat cheese salad with a balsamic vinaigrette. Very enjoyable, very good flavors together.
Really like that.
He really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to try it, but he talked me into it, and I actually really did enjoy it. So I'm glad he talked me into this.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty big on salad with fruit and balsamic on there. It's such a great combo together. I rarely will turn one of those down. Even though I'm not a big salad person, those will get me pretty much every time. And just like last night, we had a chef on stage preparing food. It was really cool to have the live chef aspect of everything. Tonight there was a crab stew that was really good. Again, a seafood option there. And they had our personal favorite, a chili chicken that was on top of a corn pudding. Oh my goodness.
It was really good.
So good. And Alyssa even ate it. Even though it was a little bit spicy, she still ate it because the flavors were amazing.
The corn did help a little bit so that it toned it down.
Yeah.
And as long as I had a lot of that, I was good. But this was really, really enjoyable. I loved this so much. The chef actually laughed because we're like, are we allowed to keep coming back? Because we've been up there like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, I feel like I'm taking stuff I shouldn't, but it's really good. He was very grateful that we enjoyed it, and he just smiled. He's like, take as much as you want. We've got plenty. So we were very grateful because, we ate a lot of it. After that very enjoyable dinner, we were all stuffed. We went back to the room and made it just in time to see the beautiful sunset and the savannah. We really do love having a savannah view when we're at Animal Kingdom Lodge. And so, of course, Robert had to take a picture while we were there. There were a couple animals out there. The sun's coming down. It was just such a peaceful way to end the night. Now, we're not done with the night yet, though, because we do have to go switch out all that laundry, make sure it's dry, and take it back to the room. Don't want to leave it there very long. We've learned that lesson.
Yes, we learned that lesson the hard way. Make sure you're there when the washing machine ends and when the dryer ends. Otherwise, you may wind up with clothes that aren't clean because
we have trust issues now because of this.
We kind of do, yeah. After we finished our laundry, we headed back upstairs, and it was just in time for desserts to be coming out. Very excited. A lot of the desserts are the same. They still have the cookies and the Rice Krispie treats and things like that they had last night, but they have a couple new items tonight. And the one that I was very excited about was the Zebra Mousse Tart. This is basically the same thing as the Zebra Domes they have at Animal Kingdom Lodge down at Mara. But instead of it being a dome, it has the mousse in a little tart cup instead. So you kind of get the best part of it just in these little shooters that are a lot easier to eat than the Zebra Domes are because you can pick them up and bite them. So I was a big fan of those. I really enjoyed them. Even though it's not Zebra Domes, it's close enough.
I mean, his dessert was okay, but the new one that they had that I really liked was way better. They had a very tiny chocolate almond cake with raspberries on top. These were perfect to pop in your mouth. That is both a good and bad thing. I'm pretty sure I ate like 25 of them. They were so good. And the cast members kept laughing. They're like, do you want to take some with you? Like, you can do that. That's okay. Because I love them. And I do justify it because, I mean, one of those is like this big. So when you consider a normal brownie that Disney sells, I mean, really, you can get like 8 or 10 of them for a normal brownie. So I feel like the number I ate was pretty justified.
I mean, was it?
And I had fruit with it.
There's
raspberries.
There you go. The raspberries make it okay. Now it's healthy. It's basically like eating health food now. So yeah, it's all good.
And then we went back to the room in a sugar coma because we really enjoyed the new desserts tonight. We wish they had them every night. Also a good thing that they don't. So pros and cons there. Yeah. And that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.